Saint Martin is an island in the northeast Caribbean, approximately 300 km east of Puerto Rico. The 87 square kilometers island is divided roughly 60/40 between France and the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The two parts are roughly equal in population. It is one of the smallest sea islands divided between two nations, a division dating to 1648. The southern Dutch part comprises Sint Maarten and is one of four constituent countries that form the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The northern French part comprises the Collectivité Copyright de Saint Martin and is an overseas collectivity of France. On January 1, 2009, the population of the entire island was 77,741 inhabitants, with 40,917 living on the Dutch side, and 36,824 on the French side. Collectively, the two territories are known as Street Martin/St. Martin. Sometimes SXM, the IATA identifier for Princess Juliana International Airport, is used to refer to the island. Geography. Saint Martin has a land area of 87 km2, 53 km2 of which is under the sovereignty of France, and 34 km² under the sovereignty of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. This is the only land border shared by these two countries anywhere on Earth. The main cities are Philipsburg and Marigot. The Dutch side is more heavily populated. The largest settlement on the entire island is Lower Princes Quarter, on the Dutch side. The highest hilltop is the Pic Paradis, on center of a hill chain. But both sides are hilly with large mountain peaks. This forms a valley where many houses are located. There are no rivers on the island, but many dry guts. Hiking trails give access to the dry forest covering tops and slopes. The island is located south of Anguilla, separated from the British territory by the Anguilla Channel. Saint Martin is northwest of Saint Barthé Copyright Lemmy, separated from the French territory by the Saint Barthé Copyright Lemmy Channel. It is one of the Renaissance Islands. Climate. Under the CAR paragraph PPEN climate classification, the island has a tropical monsoon climate with a dry season from January to April and a rainy season from August to December. The precipitation patterns are due to the movement of the Azores high during the year. With the wind direction predominantly from the east or the northeast, temperatures remain stable throughout the year and temperatures rarely exceed 34 degrees Celsius or fall below 20 degrees Celsius. Temperatures remain steady throughout the year with an average mean temperature of 27.2 degrees Celsius. The average sea temperature is 27.2 degrees Celsius ranging from a low of 25.9 degrees Celsius in February to a high of 28.4 degrees Celsius in October. The total average yearly rainfall is 1,047 mm, with 142 days of measurable rainfall. Thunderstorms can occasionally occur, with 18 days with thunder per year. History. Timeline. Circa AD 800 the Euro settled by Arawak Indians who arrived from South America. The Kalinoro followed later and gave the island the name Sawaliga, or Land of Salt. November 11, 1493 a Euro claimed for Spain by Christopher Columbus, named Isla de San Martin upon his arrival. 1624 a Euro some French cultivated tobacco in French Quarter, 1631 a Euro Dutch small colony on Groot Bay to collect salt. March 23, 1648 a Euro preferring to avoid an all-out war, they signed the Treaty of Concordia, which divided the island in two zones. French and Dutch zone subordinate to St. Eustatius until 1672. 1651 a Euro 1665 a Euro the Order of St. John ruled the French part of the island. 1679 a Euro 1689 a Euro French occupied entire island. 1689 a Euro 1792 a Euro Dutch zone under Dutch West India Company administration. 1690 a Euro 1699 a Euro English occupied entire island. 1699 a Euro 1702 a Euro French occupied entire island. 1703 a Euro 1717 a Euro Dutch occupied entire island. February 24, 1779 a Euro February 3, 1781 a Euro French occupied entire island. February 3, 1781 Euro November 26, 1781 Euro British occupied entire island. May 18, 1793 Euro April 5, 1794 Euro Dutch administered entire island. April 29, 1795 Euro March 24, 1801 Euro French occupied entire island. March 24, 1801 Euro December 1, 1802 Euro British occupied entire island. July 9, 1810 Euro annexed along with the Netherlands by France. 1810 Euro 1816 Euro British occupied entire island. 1816 Euro French and Dutch zones restored. 1919 Euro Saba, St. Eustatius and St. Martin united as Netherlands Windward Islands. 1936 Euro Dutch side officially adopted the Dutch spelling St. Martin. December 15, 1954 Euro Saba, St. Eustatius and St. Martin united with Aruba, Bonaire and Curaçao Section O as the Netherlands Antilles, a separate country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. September 4, 1960 Euro Hurricane Donna hit the island causing extensive damage. January 1, 1986 Euro Aruba attained a status apart within the Kingdom of the Netherlands and left the Netherlands Antilles. September 5, 1995 Euro Hurricane Louis devastated the island. November 20, 1999 Euro Hurricane Lenny struck the island causing catastrophic damage and claims 3 lives. June 23, 2000 Euro referendum on St. Martin resulted in a status apart within the Kingdom of the Netherlands received 68.9% support. December 7, 2003 Euro the population of the French part of the island voted in favor of secession from Guadeloupe in order to form a separate overseas collectivity of France. February 22, 2007 Euro French side became a separate overseas collectivity. October 10, 2010 Euro the Netherlands Antilles are dissolved. St. Martin became one of 4 constituent countries that form the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Details. In 1493, Christopher Columbus embarked on his second voyage to the New World. According to legend, Columbus sighted and perhaps anchored at the island of St. Martin on November 11, 1493, the feast day of St. Martin of Tours. In his honor, Columbus named the island San Martin. This name was translated to Saint Martin and St. Martin in English. At Columbus's time, St. Martin was populated, if populated at all, by Carib Amerindians. The former Arawaks had been chased by the Caribs coming from the north coast of South America a short time before the arrival of the Spaniards who followed in Columbus' wake. The Arawaks were agricultural people who fashioned pottery and whose social organization was headed by hereditary chieftains who derived their power from personal deities called Zemis. The Caribs' territory was not completely conquered until the mid-17th century when most of them perished in the struggle between the French, English, Dutch, Danes and Spanish for control of the West Indies. The Dutch first began to ply the island's ponds for salt in the 1620s. Despite the Dutch presence on the island, the Spaniards recaptured St. Martin in 1633. 1 year later, they built a fort and another artillery battery at Point Blanche to assert their claim and control access to Great Bay Salt Pond. A massive influx of African slaves took place in the 18th century with the development of sugarcane plantations by the French Protestants and Dutch. Slavery was abolished in the first half of the 19th century. On some of their territories the British imported Chinese and East Indians to take the place of slaves. Thus, St. Martin and the other islands are populated by a mixture of Amerindian, European, African, Indians and Asian peoples. Border division. On March 23, 1648, France and the Dutch Republic agreed to divide the island between their 2 territories, with the signing of the Treaty of Concordia. Folklore surrounds the history of the once ever-changing border division between St. Martin and Saint Martin, and a popular story among locals narrates that to divide the island into 2 sections, in 1648, the inhabitants were told to choose 2 walkers, one chosen by the French-dominated community and the other one by the Dutch-dominated community, who were put back-to-back in one extreme of the island, making them walk in opposite directions while stuck to the littoral line, and not allowing them to run. The point where they eventually met was set as the other extreme of the island, and the subsequently created line was chosen as the frontier, dividing St. Martin from Sint Maarten. Seemingly, the French walker had walked more than his Dutch counterpart. As the first man chose wine as his stimulant prior to the race, while the latter chose Geneva, the difference between such beverages' lightness was said to be the cause of the territorial differences by French locals, while Dutch locals tended to blame the French walker for running. In 1994, the Kingdom of the Netherlands and France signed the Franco-Dutch Treaty on St. Martin border controls, which allows for joint Franco-Dutch border controls on so-called risk flights. After some delay, the treaty was ratified in November 2006 in the Netherlands, and subsequently entered into force on August 1, 2007. Though the treaty is now in force, its provisions are not yet implemented as the working group specified in the treaty is not yet installed. St. Martin received the ISO 3166-1 code MF in October 2007. The status of the Dutch side was due to change to a country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands in December 2008, but this was postponed to October 10, 2010. The Dutch part now has ISO 3166-1 code SX. Economy. INSEE estimated in 2005 the GDP per capita of St. Martin for 1999 to be 14,500. The main industry of the island is tourism. In 2000, the island had about 1 million visitors annually. About 85% of the workforce was engaged in the tourist industry. Demographics. On January 1, 2009, the population of the entire island of St. Martin was 77,741 inhabitants, 40,917 of whom lived on the Dutch side of the island, and 36,824 on the French side of the island. A local dialect is spoken informally on both sides of the island. Culture and tourism. St. Martin's Dutch side is known for its festive nightlife, beaches, jewelry, drinks made with native rum-based guavaberry liquors, and casinos. The island's French side is known for its nude beaches, clothes, shopping, and French and Indian Caribbean cuisine. English is the most commonly spoken language along with a local dialect. The official languages are French for St. Martin, and both Dutch and English for St. Martin. Other common languages include various French-based Creoles, Spanish, and Papiamento. Tourists often use accommodations such as hotels, guesthouses, villas, and timeshares. Rental cars are the primary mode of transportation for visitors staying on island. Traffic on the island has become a major problem. Long traffic jams between Marigot, Philipsburg and the airport are common. Because the island is located along the Intertropical Convergence Zone, it is occasionally menaced by tropical storm activity in the late summer and early fall. Neighboring islands include St. Bartholomew, Lemmy, Anguilla, Saba, St. Eustatius Statia, St. Kitts and Nevis. With the exception of Nevis, all of these islands are easily visible on a clear day from St. Martin. Shopping. Shopping on St. Martin and St. Martin offers duty-free goods and numerous boutiques. Popular goods include local crafts and arts, exotic foods, jewelry, liquor, tobacco, leather goods, as well as most designer goods. Most often the designer goods are offered at significant discounts, often up to 40% lower than U.S. retail prices. St. Martin uses the euro as its currency, while St. Martin uses the Netherlands Antillean guilder, pegged at 1.79 per United States dollar. As a consequence of the dissolution of the Netherlands Antilles, the Netherlands Antillean guilder will cease to be legal tender and be replaced by the Caribbean guilder in the coming years. Almost every store on the island also accepts the United States dollar, although sometimes a more expensive exchange rate is used. Transport. Border checks. Neither side of the island is part of the Schengen area. Full border checks are performed when traveling between the island and Europe. Passport controls are also exercised when taking the ferry from Marigot to Anguilla. There are rarely checks at the border between the two sides of the island. The Franco-Dutch Treaty on St. Martin border controls requires a working group that has never been set up to harmonize external checks at the two main airports. The Dutch side has expressed concern that following tighter French visa requirements would harm their tourism. Airports. The island is served by many major airlines that daily bring in large jet aircraft, including Boeing 747s and Airbus A340s carrying tourists from across the world. The short main runway at Princess Juliana International Airport, and its position between a large hill and a beach, causes some spectacular approaches. Aviation photographers flock to the airport to capture pictures of large jets just a few meters above sunbathers on Maho Beach. There is a small airport on the French side of the island at Grand Case, L'Espe Rance Airport for small propeller planes serving neighboring Caribbean islands. It frequently suffers thick fog during the hurricane season due to its location. See also: Outline of Saint Martin, Caribbean, Leeward Islands, Island of Saint Martin, Collectivity of Saint Martin, France, Overseas Departments and Territories of France, RA Copyright Guadeloupe Saint Martin. Sint Maarten, Kingdom of the Netherlands, Caribbean Netherlands. List of Sint Maarten governors, Princess Juliana International Airport, Maho Beach, famous viewing area for aircraft takeoffs and landings. Culture of Saint Martin, O Sweet St. Martin's Land. History of Saint Martin. List of divided islands, notes. References: Baldacchino, Godfrey, The Impact of Public Policy on Entrepreneurship, A Critical Investigation of the Protestant Ethic on a Divided Island Jurisdiction, Journal of Small Business and Entrepreneurship 19, ppA 419 a €430. Dana, Leo Paul, a OE St. Martin, A Case Study of the Effects of Politics and Culture on Economic Development, a Journal of Small Business Management XXVII October, ppA 91 a €98. Dana, Leo Paul, Entrepreneurship and Religion, Cheltenham, United Kingdom, Edward Elgar, ISBN 978-1-84720-572-8. Houston, Lynn Marie. Food Culture in the Caribbean. Greenwood Press, 2005. ISBN 0-313-32764-5. External links: General information, Saint Martin entry at the World Factbook, Saint Martin at DMOZ, Wikimedia Atlas of Saint Martin, News and Media, The Daily Herald daily newspaper from St. Martin, Faxinfo daily newspaper from St. Martin, Travel, About St. Martin Tourist Guide Dutch St. Martin Official Tourist Bureau, French St. Martin Official Tourist Office, French St. Martin Hotel Association, Princess Juliana International Airport, St. Martin Official Site, St. Martin Travel Guide from Waikiki Voyage, Other, Birds of St. Martin, by Eric Dubois-Milot, Action Nature.